Hi everybody, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Shangai and I'm joining you from Toronto. I am based in Toronto, a few minutes west in Etobicoke. And I am with Theoriq AI, and I'm going to be talking to you about agents and multi-agent systems. So my formal role is head of AI education. I'm a data scientist by profession, and Theoriq is a group of data scientists and AI people who have been doing AI for many years, unlike many people who've suddenly switched overnight since the launch of OpenAI. We've been in the data science and AI game for decades. And we've also been, the other half of our team has been in Web3 also for decades. And together, we are part of the story of convergence, right, where Web3 and AI come together. Now, why do they come together? Well, AI has a trust problem. Those of us who work in the sector know that. Agents and models don't always behave the way they say they're going to behave. It's very difficult to reproduce anything that an agent does for you. And in addition to that, getting agents to work together is also tricky because how do they work together? Who determines what they say, what data they share, etc. So that's the AI part of it. And blockchain has been an elegant technology solution for many years now that has been used in multiple different ways. And we see very clearly that AI is perhaps one of the most profound ways that blockchain technology can be leveraged. So here we are. I want to start by saying what's an agent. Everybody knows what an agent is, but I'm going to tell you what an agent is just to make sure that we're all on the same page. An AI agent is software that we wrap around AI tools. And the hot AI tools right now are language models. So if you put software around a language model so that you can interface with it through a chat interface, or so that you can communicate with it like a chatbot, or you can get it to perform a task like send you emails and text messages, let's call that an agent. But you can also have a computer vision agent, or you can also put it on hardware, and we call that robotics. So let's call that an AI agent. And right now, many people are working on one agent that specializes in, you name it, an HR agent that recruits and hires for you, an education agent that teaches you a language or math, or you pick the use case one that does trading for you. We believe the future is agentic. It's a shocking word. I challenge you to use it throughout the conference. In every conversation you have, drop in the word agentic. Right? The future is agentic in that it's not just one agent, it's multiple agents working together, right? And so how do these agents work together? And that's what Theoriq brings to the table. And thank you so much for the kind invitation, our friends from Morpheus. We're working in the same space, but I really value this idea that we come together, bringing together communities that are trying to tackle similar problems. So here we go, Theoriq, multi-agent systems and agentic future. So what you're looking at on my screen, I'm just going to make it bigger, is Theoriq Infinity Studio, which is how you might interact with different agents. I'll give you a use case. You want to invest in meme coins. I am not giving you investment advice, but I can provide you with an AI agent planner, right, that allows you to tap into different data sources to be able to help you with your investment decisions. So one agent might look at Twitter data and say, what's new, what's hot, what are people saying? And you would get a response like this. So my question to this particular agent is, what's hot, what are the trending, oh, there's a W missing there. What are the top trending meme coins? And so we have a router that takes your question in natural language and then sends it to the appropriate agent. And in this case, it went to the Twitter agent, and it's got some of the top trending meme coins in there right now, and useful information. And it's current. You can kind of get a hint of current information. So you've got your current trending information there. But in addition to that, there might be another type of question that's related to documentation, right? So eigenlayer, who's heard of eigenlayer here? Yeah? Okay. I'm just going to link to an eigenlayer collective. And the reason I want to do that is that this act of routing takes your question to the appropriate agent in a multi-agent system, right? So the user doesn't have to know about the complex interactions between agents. We handle that for you in what we call proof of contribution and proof of collaboration. Our light paper is out. If you go to Theoriq.ai, Theoriq.ai, you can get a hold of our light paper. It is a riveting read. I encourage you all to download that and have a look. We really get into the details of how agents collaborate and contribute. But here's an example of if you wanted to know a particular kind of question which is very unique to EigenLayer. If you went to what's the latest news, that would route you to an agent that looks at latest news, and maybe that might go to a Twitter agent. What is quorum threshold? If you were trying to answer a question like that, that's the type of question that might end up going to documentation. So you can see here, our agent collective routes your question to the right agent. This time it's not Twitter. This time it's going to EigenLayer documentation. It goes to the document to GitHub and is able to pull out the right information. So based on EigenLayer documentation, the quorum threshold refers to the minimum percentage of stake that must attest in order to consider a blob dispersal successful. And then we've got some additional details there. That's the future, folks. The future is agentic. My name is Shangai. I'm with Theoriq AI, and I'm so excited to talk more about agents and collectives.
Awesome. Sounds good.
And I think we're going to switch to sort of like a fireside chat and just to have a conversation about it. So I really love that you guys are focused on that combination of Web3 and AI. One of the concepts in the Morpheus community is of smart agents, right? And this idea of if I have a personal Web3 wallet, I can connect it to my personal agent. All of a sudden I have something that can interact with smart contracts, Web3, dApps, stuff like that. So just curious where some of that is on the roadmap, right? So this is amazing, by the way. Like a year ago, this was all theoretical. I hadn't seen anybody else that had built this, and now it's live. So kind of give us some of the status on the development. What can it do now? What do you guys want to add in capabilities next?
Sure. I'd say, firstly, I just want to say, do you guys ever come to these panel things, and then the chairs they give you are I'm literally in your lounge right now. Okay, so let's start with testnet. So we've got Theoriq Infinity Studio up and running, and we have some whitelisted users who are currently testing it out and sharing feedback. If you would like to join the whitelist, again, Theoriq.ai, jump in and then you can start clicking around. We're launching our no-code builder so at the end of this month or early September, and that's going to be the ultimate unlock. You were saying, and I love what you said, is that how do you get to the next billion users? They're not all going to be developers. And so a no-code builder is really this idea that you are moving Lego pieces. They're AI agents, they're a sophisticated technology, but you're literally moving them around, pulling them into a collective so that they can solve a complex task for you. So they can help you with your research, whether it be on social media, Discord, whatever channels you like. You can pull in specific Telegram channels if that's where you get your intel for your trading. And then once you have that in, you pull it in, and then you can also pull in your data sets. If you want to be able to see market caps for different meme coins, whatever it is, you can pull that data in as well. So that's coming out first week of September, end of August. And then beyond that, it is about the wallet and being able to do transactions and being able to pay developers. Again, we have some of the details in our light paper, but we will release more information when we are at testnet.
Are you guys going to keep that proprietary, or is that going to be open source as well?
Again, I'm not at liberty to disclose at this point, but stay tuned to Theoriq.
Oh,
I know, of course we're among friends.
The live internet.
Yeah, the live internet, exactly, and the thousands of people on.
I know how this works. But yeah, stay tuned, and we'll release more information closer to our testnet.
Awesome. Well, that's really exciting. Well, it's great to see people that have spent so much time in AI, now connecting these tools together, because you really do need both. And I think, crypto has an enormous amount of compute, it has capital, it has all these tools, it has adoption. And so I think the connection between the two is so natural. And crypto has a UI problem. It needs a tool to improve its front end.
Yeah, one of the things, and you've probably gathered, right? I started my career in AI, and then now I'm learning about the crypto space, and certainly we're building products for Web3, is that one of the biggest draws is truly the belief system around Web3 and what it offers. So decentralization is key. If you think about artificial intelligence belonging to a handful of billionaires and companies, that's not the future that we want, right? And I think people looking at this, and those of us who've been in the industry for a long time, you're asking the question and framing it around open source. We fully appreciate what it takes for a broader community to participate, and we're devoted to those key tenets of what the Web3 community builds.
Awesome, very cool. Well, why don't we wrap it up there? We'll get one more talk with Taco, and then we're just going to open it up for everybody to network and hang out. So thank you so much for being awesome.
Thank you so much for having me. Cheers,
Good round of
everybody.
applause.